I've ruined hundreds and hundreds of people's perspectives on bodybuilders, and honestly, guys, I thought all of y'all already knew this. I am so sorry. So if you go look at the original comment, I made a video about how bodybuilders look like little guys trapped in big man costumes because of their traps and shoulders. Like if you look at Larry Wills, for example, you'll see that his traps almost look like a little dude in a costume. And I guess I was one of the only ones that saw this because not a lot of people saw it. Apparently this is new information to a lot of y'all, and I ruined y'all's perspective on it. I don't know what to say right now. People have literally flooded my comments and DMs saying that every time they look at a bodybuilder now, they cannot unsee it. And honestly, guys, I don't know what to say. So I would just like to clear up that no, this does not happen to everybody. I saw some people in my comments saying that they're going to stop working out now because they don't want to look like this. The reason why this happens is because most of these...
Oh, they're going to stop working out so they don't want to look like this? Like a fucking multiple time IFBB pro? Okay. Dog, you can't look like that no matter what. Like, I mean, it's got to be a meme, right? One thing that a lot of people forget is that it's not just steroids. It's not just like insane work ethic. It's also a genetic advantage. Your body's responsiveness to additional testosterone and the way your musculature works is completely genetically determined. Okay. This is something that many people don't understand and think that is like, no, you'll just look like that. No, there are people who can max out on all avenues and will never look like this. Okay. Which, by the way, one should also probably recognize that it's probably not that great to look like this anyway. I mean, I wouldn't want to look like this. I don't do drugs or corrupt my body with weed. I prefer my all natty HGH and anabolic steroids, baby. Yeah, like, it's so funny. This is a common meme in fitness circles as well. If you have any like personal trainer friends or whatever, it's something that you talk about all the time. Women, for example, female clients will always be like, oh, I don't know if I want to work out because I don't want to look brolic. It's like, you know how hard you have to, do you know how hard you have to work to look brolic as a woman? Like, are you out of your mind? Like, you have no idea. Like, they'll see like some female bodybuilders with like the fucking steroid jaw and go, oh no, what if my jaw becomes like masculine? It's like, no, you just have to do a shit ton of HGH for that. Okay. Trust me. Yeah. Oh, exactly. They see Dana Lynn Bailey once. Women see Dana Lynn Bailey once and panic, not realizing that the amount of testosterone you need to inject to your body to look that way is, ridiculous. Okay. You are not going to look that way. And the same goes for men. You wish you could look like that. I mean, or maybe you don't wish you could look like that, but you're not going to look like that. That's the point.
Most of these bodybuilders are on steroids, and steroids actually make your traps a lot bigger than they should be. So yeah, unless you're taking steroids, you have nothing to worry about. 9 times out of 10, this will not happen to you. Like I said, the people that are on steroids, their traps are going to look like that because of all the androgen receptors in there. And I'm over the 1 minute mark, so bye.
Like, even what he's describing there is also genetic. Not everyone wants to look like a Baki character. No, 100%. I don't want to look like a Baki character, but I also simultaneously recognize that I won't look like a Baki character unless I do a shit ton of fucking steroids. That's the point, You're discouraging people from going to the gym with this rhetoric. Anyone who has the propensity to look huge, but not everyone has the propensity to avoid the top of the hour. It's 30 minutes into the broadcast. We're only doing a 1 minute ad break. You should know better. We're not doing a 3 minute ad break debate at the top of the hour because it's only I started late today. Do you think it's tough on the joints being that big? I mean, considering that I am that big, not like this level of muscle mass, but I am that heavy, I can tell you, yes, with a certainty. Because these guys are like fucking 5'5" and my weight. You know what I mean? Half the time, these dudes are like 5'5", 5'6", and my weight with like 7% body fat. So yes, the amount of punishment that they're putting on their joints is the amount of punishment I'm putting on my joints on a daily fucking basis. And yes, it is not great. It's not great at all. It's actually really bad, as a matter of fact, but I physically can't do anything about it because I'm 6'4" and just like a very big guy in general. Didn't you meet Ronnie Coleman? I didn't go to OTK when Ronnie Coleman was there. Taking steroids generally is tough on the joints because your muscular strength outpaces the strength of your connective tissue. So a lot of guys on juice end up snapping their shit up, torn pecs, torn biceps, etc. Yeah. 6'2", 280. My knees are crying. Yeah. Like I squatted today and obviously like my strength has gone down a lot because I'm doing 2-a-days. I'm fucking constantly on a deficit. I'm losing weight and I've already already have a decent amount of muscle mass, but I'm like, you know, obviously at this stage, like losing weight further, losing fat further is obviously it's decreasing my strength in general, which is normal. In the beginning, when you have a lot of fat, you can, you know, do recomp, gain muscle while also simultaneously losing fat. Everyone's body is different, but for someone like myself who's always very comfortable at much higher weights, my body, once I hit like sub 20% body fat, was like, okay, well, now you're going to start losing strength and losing muscle mass too. There's no fucking way that you can just like keep it up. As someone who's going through that process, even though I'm lowering my weights on my squat, focusing on form, making sure that I get it out, making sure that I don't like, you know, lose too much muscle mass, it still doesn't matter. My kneecap on my right knee is just always busted. In the mornings is inflamed. There's not really much I can do about it. It's my bad knee. It's the knee that I already had surgery on. You know what I mean? It's just, and I had that years ago and it's still a thing. It's still a problem. It is what it is. My dad has lifted heavy his whole life and is 68, has both knees and both shoulders replaced, was able to recover extremely quickly, requiring minimal PT. So silver lining, titanium lining. No, that's also genetic. Your recovery period and how you recover, like a lot of that stuff, you can do everything right and it's still genetics. People forget how much genes factor into this kind of stuff. There's always going to be limitations on that front. A photo album of natural bodybuilders before the invention of steroids. The winner was Al Trelaar, declared the most perfectly developed man in the world. He won $1,000. I mean, you have to remember, natty bodybuilders, even without steroids now, can look very different than this. And that is not just because of steroids, but since that time, better training, better food, better exercise science, better food science, better medicine. You know, you just, in many instances, you have to remember, a lot of these guys are just picking up heavy shit. I'll explain it to you like this. Half of the exercises that you know of, even if you're a normie lifter, have not been invented at this point. Okay. Like, I'm talking pretty basic shit. They look great, but in comparison to like natural bodybuilders of today, the guys that we're looking at are like the inventors of the bench press. Okay. These fuckers laid like train rails and moved hay bales for 10 years. Yeah. Wait, I was thinking about the invention of the Romanian deadlift, I think. I forget who it was, but like, I'm pretty sure the Romanian deadlift was invented because a bodybuilder had like a genuine lower back pain. And I think it was like he wanted to still be able to target his hamstrings without like hurting his lower back. Was he actually Romanian? No, I don't think he was. I think Romanian deadlifts were invented by not a Romanian dude. Hold on. Let me look this up. I don't want to give you fake news. He was Romanian. In reality, the RDL was named by Romanian weightlifting legend Nicu Vlad during the 1990s clinic in San Francisco. During the clinic, Nicu clean and jerked 500 pounds, then proceeded to perform a mysterious deadlift-like exercise while working up to 550 plus reps. Yeah, dude, think about it this way. The Romanian deadlift is like a fundamental exercise that everyone knows about, everyone uses. That shit was invented in 1990. Okay, like that shit was invented a year before I was born. Do you understand? There is still so much more to learn and figure out in the field of exercise science in general. La, 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 la.